Hi, I'm Claire Tompkins, the Clutter Coach, and this is the Organize Your Life podcast. I am passionate about organizing because it makes my clients' lives so much easier, more relaxed, and with more time to spend the way that they want to. In every podcast, I will talk about an organizing, decluttering, or time management concept. I'll tell you why it's important. I'll also include an action step at the end so you can start practicing right away. My specialty is chunking down these big topics so they aren't overwhelming. That's the concept for the podcast, too. I'm now done with the material from my first book, 52 Simple Ways to Get Organized. You can buy my books on my website or on Amazon. You can also view the podcast show notes on my blog. I do this podcast to connect with people, and that means you. Let me know that you're listening. Shoot me an email at claire@cluttercoach.net. I would really love to hear from you. Okay, here we go. This is podcast 91, and it's about making your bed. But first, I have an announcement. I am starting a group coaching program for productivity, time management, prioritizing, procrastination, and decluttering. The format will be virtual, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can still join in. I'll conduct a live 1-hour session once a month about a topic, such as procrastination. Students will share what they're working on, and I'll offer real-time help and accountability coaching. There will also be a private Facebook group and email check-ins. I'm launching this program with a special price of $99 a month with a 3-month commitment. Registration has not started quite yet, but please do contact me if you're interested, and I will put you on the list. I am Claire at cluttercoach.net. Okay, on to the podcast. Here's an excerpt from a commencement address given by Naval Admiral William H. McRaven a few years ago. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. By the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you will never do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that's made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. I think that's pretty inspiring. Some of you may know that making the bed is one of the 5 simple steps you can take to create a relaxing bedroom, the subject of one of my books. The full title is 5 Steps to a Relaxing Bedroom, and you can find it on Amazon and on my website, cluttercoach.net. First, making your bed, it really is one of those things that's easy and quick to do, but also has a satisfying payoff. It gives you a pleasing sense of accomplishment. Second, even if your day hasn't been miserable, it may have been long and tiring. When all you want to do is lie down and rest, you will feel more pampered and cared for when the bed is already made. It's an act of kindness that you do for yourself. Third, those little tasks build up and create great progress. Just starting is much easier when it's just making the bed. Once you're in motion, it's easier to keep going, to stay in motion. You get over that initial hump, whether it's resistance based on feeling that a task is too overwhelming, or will take too long, or isn't high priority enough. After you start, those concerns drop away, and the fulfillment of being in action takes over. What are other ways that you can make your bed, say, sitting at your desk tomorrow morning? To figure that out, look for tasks that are 1, fairly easy to do, 2, don't take much time, 3, that you regularly do, and 4, that you know will be substantially productive, either from past experience or because they need to be done to make progress on a project. That first bit is important and often overlooked, although it seems so simple. Sometimes people avoid doing tasks because they truly don't know how to do them, but more often it's a matter of wording and scope. As I've mentioned before, many to-do list items are too vague or are actually projects. Say you have to generate a weekly report, which is a project, by the way, not a to-do. It's a pain in the neck and you don't like to do it. It feels like pushing a boulder up a hill. But if you break it down into a series of small tasks, little steps, your resistance will be less. This could be creating a template that you plug information into. You can start gathering that information differently going forward, putting it into a format that will fit into the template without extra work from you. And, one of my favorite time savers, stop relying on memory for what should happen next. Refer to your template. I use a template to do my podcast every week. Sometimes, I confess, I don't really want to do it. Looking at the list of steps makes it feel much more doable. There are many steps involving posting in different places and tagging, uploading images, etc. But I know from previous experience that I can do all those things, and they go quickly once I get started. Focusing on that list instead of on letting my resistance take over helps a lot. So here's what you can do right now. Think of some ways you can start making your bed tomorrow. Develop those little habits and notice how much they help you and set you up for further success. Hey, thanks for listening. I'm Claire Tompkins, the Clutter Coach. If you like the show, I'd love it if you leave a rating and review in iTunes. You can subscribe, too, so the podcast will be ready and waiting for you to listen to. You'll find the show notes on my blog at www.cluttercoach.net, and you can check out my store to find books I've written and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you're a fan of the show, you can become a patron on patreon.com for as little as $1 a month. You can find my page by going to the Patreon website, that's Patreon, and searching on Clutter Coach. I'll still post the podcast free of charge, but I've got some cool rewards for folks who want to help me make the show even better. Come back next week for a new podcast.